Hello everyone. Today we will discuss and learn different measurement methods for growth of bacteria. After watching this video, you will be able to learn how to measure bacterial cell number, how to determine cell mass, how to determine cell activity. Measurement of microbial growth and physiology is an important parameter of microbial study. Then the question come in our mind, how to measure microbial growth. The microbial growth can be measured by determining cell number, and to determine the cell number or to count the cell number there are various methods: total or direct method, direct microscopic count also called as Breed method, counting chamber method also called as hemocytometer method, proportional count method, electronic counter method. Then the another type is viable count or indirect method, in which plate count techniques and membrane filter count. So these are the methods used for counting the cell number. Then the another type for measuring microbial growth is determining cell mass, in which direct methods contains dry weight measurement, measurement of cell nitrogen, and indirect method contains turbidimetric method. So these are the methods used for determining the cell mass. And third type for measuring microbial growth is determination of cell activity, in which we measure the biochemical products which are formed by cell by when the cell perform the any activity. It is indirect method. So these three are types for measuring the microbial growth. Let's see one by one. The first one is direct microscopic count or Breed method. This method contains some mathematical steps. So I request you, please watch and listen these steps which come under direct microscopic count or Breed method. In Breed method, we take a cell suspension of volume 0.01 ml and spread uniformly over a glass slide within a specific area, and the area is of 1 square centimeter. Then the smear is prepared and fixed and stained by using various stains and examined under microscope by using oil immersion lens, and the cells are counted. So this is a very simple procedure to count the cell number, but this method involves some mathematical steps. Because it is impossible to examine entire area, that is 1 square centimeter, in microscope, because it may create the confusion. Therefore practically only a few microscopic areas are observed. Few microscopic areas means few microscopic fields. Several microscopic fields are counted and average is taken. The total cell per square centimeter is calculated as area of microscopic field. We can calculate it by using formula pi r square. As microscopic field is circular, so we have to use the formula which is used for counting or measuring the area of circle, and that is pi r square. The value of pi is 3.14 and the value of radius of oil immersion lens is 0.08 mm. So just doing this calculation, we will get the value of area of microscopic field is 0.02 square mm. Then the next step, area of smear. The area of smear is 1 square centimeter. We have to convert it into millimeter. So 1 square centimeter is equal to 100 square millimeter. Now the number of microscopic field we calculate by using above two values, 100 divided by 0.02. The value we get is 5000. Now the total number of cell per square centimeter is equal to average number of cell per field into 5000. This is the final formula. Let's consider one example. Here I am taking one slide, a glass slide, on which I mark an area on which I have to prepare a smear, and the area size is 1 square centimeter. Now on this slide I prepare a smear, and this slide is subjected for the staining purpose, and after that I observe this slide under the microscope using oil immersion objective. Whenever I fix the slide on microscope, the first field where I fix the slide is denoted by a color, green color, you can see in diagram, where I counted the cells 26. Then again I move the slide on microscope and again choose another area from smear fixation, which is denoted by the purple color, and there I counted the cell 30. Again similarly I move the slide, you can see in diagram, denoted by a red color, and there I counted the cell 40. Friends, you can choose any number of microscopic fields. Here I am choosing 3 microscopic fields. So in first microscopic field I got number 26, in second I got number 30, and in third microscopic field I got number 40. Now we have to take average number of cell per field. So I am taking the average now. The average is 32. 32 is the average number of cell per microscopic field. Now just put this value in above formula and we will get the total number of cell per square centimeter. The total number of cell per square centimeter is equal to 1,60,000. So this is the direct microscopic count or Breed method. The next method is counting chamber method. A minute drop of the culture is placed in tiny, shallow, rectangular Neubauer slide. Neubauer slides is also used for counting WBC or RBC. This is a special slide accurately ruled into squares that are 1 divided by 400 mm square in area. A suspension of unstained bacteria can be counted in the chamber using phase construct microscopy. Now the total number of bacterial cell per mm cube can be calculated by number of cell counted multiplied by dilution divided by area counted multiplied by depth of fluid. Since cells are counted in 5 bigger squares, these 5 bigger squares are from the Neubauer slide, and such squares are further divided into 16 small square. So each small square having area 0.0025 square millimeter. Hence area of 5 bigger square will be the 0.2 millimeter square. Friends, these are only the mathematical calculation. You have to remember it. Then it is a special slide having depth or deep of 0.1 millimeter and the dilution we are preparing is 1:200. Dilution means the dilution of bacterial suspension we are preparing. So we got the three factors: dilution, depth and area. The dilution is denoted by orange color, depth is denoted by dark brown color and area is denoted by pink color. Now what we need the cell counted in one bigger square. Now suppose I counted the bacterial cell under microscope in one bigger square is 98. Then the total number of bacterial cell per mm cube will be 9,80,000 cells per mm cube. So these are the calculation for counting chamber method. Then the next method is proportional count method. A standard suspension of particles, a particle may be of plastic bed in which the number of particles per volume is known, is mixed with an equal amount of cell suspension. This mixed suspension spread on the slide, fix and stain the particles and the cell in microscopic field are counted. An average count of cell is taken. For example, suppose an average count of 10 particles and 50 cells per field is obtained. If the number of particles in 1 ml standard suspension of particle is 25,000, then the number of cells per ml of microbial suspension will be 50 divided by 10 multiplied by 25,000 and it will give us 1,25,000 cell per ml. So this is the proportional count method. The next method is electronic counter method. An electronic instrument counter can be used for direct enumeration of cell in suspension. In this method, a bacterial suspension is passed through capillary tube. The capillary tube having diameter of microscopic size, and at a time one cell can be passed from it. The instrument can count thousands of cells in a few seconds. This system has a disadvantage in that the instrument also counts the dust particles. Means the instrument does not recognize the bacterial cell and the dust particle. So if the dust particle are present in your bacterial suspension, it will be get also counted by the instrument. So while preparing the bacterial suspension, be careful the dust particles should not enter into the bacterial suspension. So the result will be the accurate. The next method is plate count technique. In this method, a major amount of diluted bacterial suspension is introduced into a Petri plate, after which agar medium is added. Initially, Petri plate is taken and the bacterial suspension is directly added into the Petri plate. After that, the agar medium in liquid form is added into that Petri plate, and then both, that is suspension and medium, is mixed together by rotating the plate. Then the solidification of medium occurs, and after solidification of medium, the plates are incubated at 37 degrees Celsius for 24 hours in an inverted position. The growth of microorganism will observe in plate, and the plate having colonies between 30 to 300 range are selected for counting the number of microorganism. So this is the very simple technique, does not having any mathematical steps, and this technique is used routinely for estimation of bacterial population in milk, water, food and other materials. The next technique is membrane filter count method. This method follows the same principle as in plate count technique. A diluted suspension of microorganism is filtered through a millipore filter. In plate count technique, we don't use filter, but in membrane filter count method, we have to use a millipore filter. The microbes are retained on the filter disc and the disc is placed in culture medium in Petri plate. The plate is incubated and colonies are observed. The next method is dry weight measurement. This is a simple and direct method of measuring the cell mass, in which the culture suspension is centrifuged and the pellets is repeatedly washed to remove all foreign particles. The residue is then dried and weighed. This method is mainly applicable in research investigation and for measuring growth of the molds. Then the next method is measurement of cell nitrogen. A major chemical component of cell is protein, and proteins are made up of nitrogens, amino acids. The cells are obtained by centrifugation as mentioned in dry weight measurement, and the cell nitrogen is estimated by chemical analysis. By performing the chemical analysis of nitrogen, we have to calculate the nitrogen content in the dry weight of cell. This method is useful for dense suspension. Then the next method is turbidimetric method. A most widely used technique for measuring cell mass is by observing the light scattering capacity of the sample. A suspension of unicellular organism is placed in colorimeter of spectrophotometer and light pass through it. This instrument works on Beer and Lambert's law, that is, light absorbance is directly proportional to turbidity of the medium. Every particle have its absorptivity. Absorptivity means the capacity to absorb the light. Cell also have the absorptivity. When we put the bacterial suspension into colorimeter or spectrophotometer, and if we pass the light through that sample, then the light absorbed by cells or light absorbed by particles is calculated, and the absorbance is measured in terms of optical density OD. Cell numbers are calculated by plotting calibration curve, which indicate the direct relationship of OD to cell number. The next method is determination of cell activity. This is an indirect method to determine the microbial growth. Measurement of specific chemical change by metabolic activity of microbes can be correlated with the microbial growth. Cell metabolic activity results into formation of any specific metabolite, for example lactic acid, carbon dioxide, enzymes, etc. If a cell performs any activity, it forms some metabolic products. It may be lactic acid, carbon dioxide and enzymes. In this method, we have to measure these products, and which is a principle of measurement of cell activity. And by using this product range, we can calculate the cell activity. Friends, these are the all methods used for the measurement of growth of bacterial cell. If you have any questions, any queries regarding this topic, please comment your question in comment section. I will answer. Thank you.